Hi folks, welcome to today's classic car walk around video from Bradley James Classics, and today's video is a mini Mayfair from 1985, an absolutely stunning example, among the best that we've offered and probably one of the best ones you're going to be seeing for sale. The gentleman who had previously owned this car had spent an absolute fortune actually, having run through the list of work that was carried out to this beautiful little Mini. It is registered in August 1985, meaning remarkably this car is 40 years old. How can that be? And it looks as if it's about 4 weeks old when you consider just how good the condition is. I'll give you a very close walk around in a moment, but you'll probably tell from the condition as I walk around, this isn't your average 40-year-old Mini. This one has been restored to a very high standard, and it is fundamentally a 998cc Mini Mayfair from 1985, but it has had some improvements. For example, the bodywork, £6,000 worth of bodywork, including of course paint, to get this Mini looking as good as it is today. Now, it's called Eclipse Blue, which is a beautiful colour for the Mini, and they've done a really good job of this contrasting. Can you see the colour of the Mayfair badge suits the light blue roof? So it's almost like a Cambridge and then Oxford blue. Really suits this Mini. It is in beautiful order, and I think what I'll do is I'll walk around the car very carefully so I can show you. It's had a really excellent paint job. You can see down at this low level, bumpers in excellent condition, wheel arch extensions. They got wheel trims on this particular car, and as I walk down the side here, and I'll do this at a low level too, you can see how good and glossy that paintwork is, and that's the infamous A panels there. I look up around by the headlamps, all the usual telltale signs of where Minis do have a habit of unfortunately corroding. And if I just go across this scuttle panel here, across the front bumper, and then down low where the front valance is, looking absolutely lovely. Unfortunately, the only area in the whole car, we've got a bit of paint off here. We plan to touch that in. That's the only area, and I've got a feeling, if I remember rightly, I think unfortunately something fell against the car and caused that bit of paint to come off. But other than that, that car is very, very, very sharp. And if you, those in the know, when you get down and look down low, will know that it's got its original, oh, there we are, it's got its original seals, which include the ability for water to be let out, so the drain holes. Fully wax oiled underneath, which is a very good idea on these Minis because they are subject to corrosion, unfortunately. This one has been fully undersealed, and actually if I get in very closely here, you can just see a little bit of a scuff of paint that's come off the rear arch, all color coded. So super color, Eclipse Blue, 998. Now this car has only covered 44,000 miles since it was new. I'm going to hop inside and let's have a look at one of the obvious upgrades. It's got an absolutely beautiful walnut dashboard which runs right across. Now the Mayfair, one of the benefits of the Mayfair is that you did used to get the 3-binnacle dashboard, but of course this wooden dashboard, which is a lot more luxurious than the standard Mini ever had, it does incorporate those dials ever so nice, and it's a beautiful rich shine across all of the dash here, and the addition of an oil pressure gauge, a clock in the middle and a voltmeter, and then of course the speedo, rev counter, and then the usual dials here which show the ignition light, main beam, And there, oh, a bit difficult to see at that angle. Let's try this angle. Oh, where are you? I'm looking to try and show you the 42,000 miles. There we are, just knocked 2,000 miles off. Another thing about this particular car is the console, which continues down here, and you get the addition of these little blowers, which you don't usually get, and then you have a little pocket here, and down there is wired in a USB port and a 12-volt socket, which is great if you want to plug your phone, sat nav in, that sort of thing. But other than that, standard stuff. Choke here, and then the heater switch here, and then the others standard, you know, light switch and hazards, that sort of thing. A nice little glove box, which is a nice little addition here. As you can see, a nice little carpeted glove box, something you wouldn't usually get. And also, other than the normal Mayfair trim, and they're quite posh seats, quite a nice, almost a velour on the outside, and then more of a woven pattern on the inside with headrests, which is lovely in a Mini. You also got these rather nice walnut cappings, front and rear seat belts, and a high level brake light. Now this is wired, this is a removable area, so you could, if you wish, have a stereo fitted. Now there isn't one in the car at the moment, but that's where one would go in. And down here, if you can see these switches, you've also got spotlights, which is very nice chrome ones on the front, and then you've got here a rear fog light, which is the correct one. And a really smart thing is, if I get in really, look at that, they've even got a little key ring, which is the same as the car. Fancy that. So that's an interior look round. Now if I just grab my little list, I can now run through some of the other additions to this car, which I will run through here, which are the Mini Mayfair updates. So new brakes all round, and it has a disc brake conversion on the front, so disc brakes on the front and a servo fitted. Coil spring suspension on high-lows, so again quite a few, well, many £100 worth of upgrade to the suspension, with gas shock absorbers all round, electronic ignition. There's a Maniflow exhaust system, which is a nice addition on the little A series engine. There had been a new battery and a new alternator fitted, a set of new tyres all round, upgraded interior, which we've just been discussing, which includes extra dials, wooden door caps, the wooden dash, the centre console, and under seat rear storage. Now if I look down here, Minis don't usually have this, but have a look at that. Someone's fitted these both sides, and that just allows you some really cubby holes, I guess, just to put some extra bits in. What else have we got here? Rear seat belts, which is not a standard. There's something called a boot board, which covers over the spare wheel and just allows you really to just organise your storage in the boot. The car is fully wax oiled and Speedwell blue over Eclipse blue, so that's a light blue roof and the dark blue body. A larger fuel tank, which is something the old Coopers used to have. A high level stop light, USB ports, heated rear window, rear fog lamp, and yeah, a rear high level stop lamp. So plenty of extras in this car. Super clean under the engine bay, the very clean underneath the engine. The correct colour for the engine from this era was gold. It is in fact gold. Just 42,000 miles on the clock. It is very, very nice. So this one's in stock. We offer a delivery service anywhere in the UK. We can part exchange your existing classic car. We can exchange your modern car, like commercial vehicle. We only need your postcode to give you a quote for this. Now the car itself will come with a fresh 1-year MOT. It will also have a thorough PDI, which is a pre-delivery inspection. It's carried out by our own garage, and you will be very happy with this because this car looks just as good in the flesh, as it were, as my video. shows. So this one is in superior condition to the majority of Minis that we've certainly seen lately, and this one in this beautiful colour scheme does look particularly nice. Well, hopefully my walk around video has given you a bit of a taste for the car, but obviously there's nothing as good as coming and having a look, which you're welcome to do. And a 1985 car, meaning this car is soon to be both MOT and tax exempt. In fact, I think I'm right in saying that come January 2026, this car ought to be tax and MOT exempt, if I've understood the rules correctly. So, fully undersealed, tuned up ever so well, fresh suspension, fresh tyres, a disc brake conversion, electronic ignition, a Maniflow exhaust system. Sounds lovely, drives ever so nice, with the fresh suspension on it especially, and in stock now. Well, thank you for watching today's video, folks. This is Danny of Bruddy James Classics, signing out.